Hi, people. I know I am 1 minute early, so I will wait for everybody to join. Oh, I see 4 on Twitter. I can't see the amount on YouTube. Anyway, so I'm just here to put on some makeup and then talk. That's it. I mean, that's all I really do anyway. Okay, let me see. Hello, people. Hi, people, for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let me take off my glasses. And let me see. Hi, Liz. Hi, EMIW77. I don't know how you want that pronounced. All right, so like I start off every makeup, I just put on this pancake makeup. It is just basic pancake makeup by a company named Mayron. The line is Star Blend. It's just a big cake. That's it. And I wet a brush, I swish it around, and I slap it on. That's what I do. Okay, buffering on YouTube. Is it really? You know, the funny thing is, we had to have the Wi-Fi guy come out and check our internet because it wasn't working. And I'm like, I have to have Wi-Fi because I can't do this. I can't do this without Wi-Fi. I mean, I can't do anything without Wi-Fi. I have to use, if I have to use just my data plan, then it will be choppy. This is America. Are you saying that in a good way or a bad way? I can't tell anymore nowadays. Like, you could be like a complete, like, you know, overly critical conservative, because I'm going to talk about that. You know, a lot of my by now a lot of you are on here because of my video. You're on here because of the video I made. I recently did a show, a podcast show, where I got in drag and I go on the show, and they, you know, a lot of people want to talk to me about my video. They want to talk about my opinion. They want to talk about, and it's, you know, it's only because so many people have watched it. I mean, I know that. Burn in Hell Degenerate. Ha ha, Rusty Shields. Right. You know where I'm going. I'm on here to see if you was a man or a woman. I am a man. That's what I am. I am a man who enjoys makeup as an art form. Okay, restarted much better. Cool, Liz. You're Batman. You know, it's funny because do I even, you know, I guess I'm considered a drag queen because that's the name given to me for what I do. But I don't do that. I don't, you know, I used to work in a club. Yeah, I used to do all that years ago. I stopped really doing clubs 4 years ago. But anyway, the thing is, I look at myself as an artist. I don't look at myself as a drag queen. Honestly, that's just the name that's kind of given to you. Which I think has a lot of bad things, especially nowadays, attached to it, with the inclusion of children, which I think is, I think it's indefensible that, you know, children are getting involved. Now, children would do theater. That's cool. Do theater. You can, you know, you can be in drama and you can play anything you want. He's half man, half woman. Yes. I have half a penis and half a vagina. What, you know, drama is fun. Hi, Moose. Oh, Moose, you're joining. Hi. You know, if kids want to get dressed up and they want to act like something different, that's what drama's for. Didn't we all like have some form of drama in school, theater, or whatever? Yeah, so they could like totally live their fantasies. They could be whatever they want. They could be a dog, they could be a cat, they could be a giraffe, they could be a file cabinet, they could be a TV. You know, I just don't see what heterosexual America why they need their kids to be drag queens. I don't get it. Rusty says glamour-based social commentator and comedian. There we go. I like that. I like that. I need to talk to you more often. You come up with some good stuff. You can do anything, but kids have no business in bars. No. And you know what? I'm learning more about this Desmond the Amazing person. Okay. And, Blair White, she's a friend of mine. She's trans. That's completely different. I'm not a trans person. I don't get it, but whatever. She's a grown up and an adult and can do whatever the hell she wants. Right. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But, she just recently did a video with the amazing Desmond. And the funny thing is this information isn't even new. There's like pictures of this boy kid, with a drag queen, and they're talking about ketamine. Ketamine's a drug. And then Desmond goes like this, like to demonstrate snorting the drug. And it's like, how would this 11-year-old kid know what that is? Like, unless it's been talked about or he has seen it in action. I just don't get it. My brother used to dress up as a woman for Halloween. We had a blast. It is. I mean, hey, this is so alien to me. It's fascinating. Is it really? I love it. I love exposing new things to people. I think that's great. So for all you people, I understand there are people on here who've never seen me, or, have heard me speak. Well, they have, but, with the whole getup on. I do not live as a woman. I don't tell people to live as women. I'm a man. I enjoy being a man. I just enjoy painting this canvas. I think it's funny that I could turn this into a beautiful woman. And you may not like it. It may make you feel a little sensitive about your religion or whatever, and that's fine. That's your thing to deal with. That's great. I'm not going to tell you your religion is wrong, but I will say, if you've seen my video, if you've seen the interviews I've done, I completely support children just being children, innocent children, until they're old enough to go out into the filthy world and be corrupted, because we all are eventually. So why don't you want to keep that innocence and stuff? And, so yeah, why you want to keep them that way as long as possible? Okay. I actually, and I'm fighting it. I'm fighting my own community, right? I'm fighting my own community against it. Okay. And you know what I have? I get these religious wingnut, way conservative, like far right, falling off the edge people writing me messages, calling me a degenerate, telling me that I'm influencing kids, that I'm what's wrong. I'm what is wrong with America. And it was at that moment I realized you people are just as crazy as the loony left. Like, really, like you would rather me be quiet and just be degenerate and do all this crap, right? But you don't want me to speak out on behalf of children and actually have a more sound mind than heterosexual parents that are subjecting their children to nightclub life. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. And you know what? I end up telling these guys, because it's usually men who are doing it. I will say, you know what? I'm just going to say this. It's pretty sad that a man like this, that you think is degenerate, is the one who is coming out and trying to make a difference with your people, you heterosexuals, you families. Why does it take a man like me to do it? How come you big macho dudes aren't out there protesting? I mean, I haven't seen like a gang of guys out there protesting. In fact, in Australia, there was a gay man came out against it, and he was protesting for you guys, okay? And he got so picked on and so harassed that he actually killed himself over it. So while you guys are at home playing your stupid little video games, there are people like me who are out there trying to save society. I mean, if you want to be dramatic, we can word it that way. All right. We used to have contests in the 80s to raise money for charities. Guys would dress up like women. I think they called them womanless reviews. I haven't thought of those forever. Oh, James, thank you. I think you're awesome. Liz says something in Blair's genetic code says she was born in the wrong body, which I get. Just because they haven't scientifically found it. Yeah, and you know what? And Liz, to me, it's the same thing. People always, what are you doing? Hey, Space Ghost, I'm talking shit and I'm putting on makeup. So you could see who Kitty really is and then who Kitty becomes, okay? Seriously, these parents allow this are so screwed up. Yes. And you know, my whole point is if you really kind of, okay, get off your religion, get off whatever. This is not a gay problem. This is a problem of parents. And the parents presumably are heterosexual, okay? This isn't a gay problem. You guys, not you, you know who I'm talking about, are dragging your kids into the bookstores and saying, we want drag queens to read to our kids. We want our kids to be dressed up and get dollar bills thrown at them. This is what we want, okay? If you didn't want that, it wouldn't exist, okay? It's like drugs. If people weren't buying drugs, there wouldn't be drugs, you know, pouring into the country to be sold. Look up Baka Bazi Boys. Oh, I've never heard of them. Hey, let me see. I walked away too. I got suckered into the Democrats first, and they said I have to join them because I'm Filipino. Such flyers. Oh my God, you mean you have a tan and that means you have to be a Democrat? Is that really? My partner's the same way. He's black. Same thing. If Desmond wants to do theater, let him join. Right. Join a theater group, Desmond. And you can be any woman you want to be. Right. And you know, you won't have to be. See, this is the difference between drag and drama. Okay. If you're in the theater, you're doing like plays and you're doing, you know, whatever. You're working toward a goal of a career. When you do drag, that means you either just want to be a woman or you find a sexual, not, and I'm not saying they're all like this, okay? These are just pieces of drag and why men dress as women. You're a transvestite. You just like dressing up as a woman. There's some, they usually call them cross dressers. They're heterosexual men who dress as women because it gives them a sexual charge. A performing drag queen is usually a gay guy who likes, you know, dressing up and he wants to perform on a stage. Then there are some that want it as a career. I've known many that are in drag because they couldn't make it in theater or drama, and they end up there. Two in particular people who were on RuPaul's Drag Race, Courtney Act and Adore Delano. Adore Delano is named Danny Noriega. Okay, he was popular on American Idol. He really wants to be a singer, but apparently he could not make it as Danny as a singer, so he ended up doing drag, and then he got on RuPaul's Drag Race, and then he becomes famous. Same thing with a singer named Courtney Act. Courtney Act is from Australia. He's actually a very beautiful drag queen. He doesn't overly paint himself. He actually looks like a woman. He went on Australian Idol and couldn't make it. He went dressed up as a woman, and then he made it. Ever since then, he's been doing his girl act, okay? There's another one who is in theater right now traveling and does women's roles. He didn't even want to be a drag queen. They only accepted him as a drag queen to be part of the theater experience. There's another one I know from the show that really just wants to be an eye doctor but can't make it, so he's still doing drag. There's another one who hates getting into drag but who does it because it's a job. So, you know, they think there's so much glamour and money to be made in drag when several of them are there just because they have to because they can't make it in anywhere else. The average drag queen works in a club for tips, and that's it. That's the average drag queen. They go into a club, they do an act, and they spend the rest of the night getting drunk and trying to hook up with somebody. That's pretty typical. So if that's what you want for your kids, please push them into drag. Yeah. To push a kid into drag is like pushing a kid, someone into exotic dancing. It's like, say if your kid wants to be a ballerina, you go, sure, let's go to a strip club and we'll show you how to make money. It's like, okay, let's see. Rusty says, okay. Moose says, I'm right there with you. I'm a male conservative. Muslims dress up little boys as women to buy. Yes, they do. You know, in these countries, they take. And this is what I'm afraid of. That gay boys all of a sudden are going to think they're girls because they're telling them, "Oh yeah, if you're this way, you're really a girl." And they're just like turning them like into what the Middle East does. They take gay boys, turn them into girls, and then they sell them as like prostitutes. You know, kind of similar what's going on here. We're heading in that direction. I don't do drag, but you're a hero to me because thank you. You spoke up too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I don't know what's going on Twitter. Okay, you guys. For some reason the comments aren't coming up. Okay. He's half man, half woman. Oh, I read that. Hey, this is so alien to me. It's fascinating. Cool. I'm glad. It's performance art. Yes, it is. From a mom. Thank you. Thank you, redheaded Jen. Was that who's Basic Bench? Wait, Basic Butch. Thank you. What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Hold up. Savage Saint. What do you mean what's wrong with me? I want to know what you think is wrong with me. You are an abomination. See what I'm talking about, people? You are the abomination to the most high God. All right, dude. Well, you're watching this. So what does that say about you? Okay. Hi, Lisa B. All right. So I am, you know what? My whole goal is to go as fast as possible to bust this out. Okay. It's always a challenge for me. So here we go. This color is called Female Fair. So I just kind of wipe it on. And if you notice, you can barely see it because it's exactly the same color as the other makeup I already have on. You're a badass. This mom from Nebraska loves you. Oh, thank you, dear. All right. I just slather that on. It's just a cream stick makeup. I get a sponge. I pat that in. Don't listen to the nut jobs. Oh, trust me, I don't. Believe me, if I listened to the nut jobs, I would have killed myself a week ago. Or really more, a month ago. And you know what? I'm going to tell you that's the thing. I grew up in a time where nobody, celebrated your life. Oh, you're gay. Would you like to be a drag queen? I used to be a drag queen. I used to work with the most famous ones as I would assist them. I did lighting. I did camera work. I was a chaperone. I was an assistant. I did meet and greets. I sold merchandise. And then I decided to try to do it myself, to be a performer. I did a pageant. I did a Britney Spears contest, which I lost. I lost Britney Spears contest to a black drag queen. He was very good. And he was doing whiteface too. And nobody burnt down the club. Okay. Okay, so I'm just putting this in, blending it all in. Okay, now I'm going to go for my darker color, which is called Male Fair. Oh, please. He is dressing up. Never stated he is not a guy. I see it. It's dumb, Liz. I know. People, okay, you do realize that everybody, including men, wear makeup on TV and in the movies, right? Okay, just so you're aware of that. Sometimes I overestimate people, and I think they know simple things like that. You could totally pull off Marilyn. You know what? I've tried, and I know I could. I just, you know what? I'm going to be doing a speaking engagement. I'm actually going to go for an Anna Nicole Smith look, which is sort of a modern Marilyn look. Okay, so I take this darker color, and I just want to kind of do this. This, it's like contour. It accentuates the cheekbones. I take the dark color, I go along the jawline. And I also, because it's so wide, I put it all right there to make the forehead look smaller. Okay, and then I put, because I have like a square chin, I put it on the corners. All right, and then This will help hide the double chin. What are your thoughts on what happened to Anna Nicole? Well, first of all, Anna Nicole is just a big dummy. I mean, I thought she was beautiful. See, I knew her more as a guest model, like in the late 80s, early 90s. That's how I really knew Anna Nicole Smith, as a glamorous model. But later on, she like seemed to turn into a, I don't know. See, okay, like her show, I really never watched her show a whole lot. I knew her as the big, voluptuous guest model. She was gorgeous. And so I didn't. The Anna Nicole I knew wasn't the tragic one, that did the reality show. I don't know. I guess I mean, it's sad, but what happened to her. But I don't know. I don't really have an opinion about that. I mean, yeah, she married that billionaire. I mean, good for her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's tragic, really. She lost her son. Her son died, and then she dies, or I can't remember what order that was in, but I don't know. It's terrible, but I don't know. I think she kind of, I know she had like a bad history and stuff. I mean, it's tragic, but I don't know. I don't want to say I don't really care, but okay. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to put a really light color, which is basically white. Never impressed by her. It was sad. Oh yeah, her lawyer. I totally forgot. Serious question for you. I've been hetero my whole life, but I find some guys attractive. Moose, are you the Moose that I think you are? I also like the drag scene, but I don't think I'm gay. What am I? I find the lifestyle so desirable. You're hetero, but you find some guys attractive. Well, people always say that, whether people want to admit it or not, that sexuality is like on a sliding scale, kind of like autism. There's 100% heterosexual, 100% gay, but we all kind of fall within this scale somewhere, if we're honest. I don't know. Like, just like, people want to say, oh, why are people trans? Why are they gay? I really don't care why I'm gay, to be honest with you. I mean, what am I going to do? Spend the rest of my life figuring out why I'm gay? Or do I just live my life and say, who cares, and just be me? Here's a question. If you did a show applying prosthetics and monster makeup, all the straight dudes would think, you're right. They think it's a badass. That's originally what I wanted to do with my life, is do movie makeup, TV makeup. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm putting the light color on the high points, that things I want to pop out, which would be, if you're a woman, obviously you want high cheekbones. And then this is called Extra Fair. This isn't even the lightest one I'm going to do. I put it right here in the dent in my chin. And you want your upper lip to pop out. All right. Now I'm going to blend that in. Moose, you might be fine. Yeah, but Rusty, you completely have a great point there. If I was doing like a horror look, they'd go, oh man, that's badass, dude. Yeah, man. You know what it is? I think it's funny. I tooted and it smelled like lima beans. It's been a few years since I wore makeup. I think I lost the finesse. You know what? You probably have. It's practice, really. You got to keep it up. You got to keep up the practice. Hi, my dog Suki. Okay, so I'm going to blend that in. This is like part of the contouring process. The orange man deported my turtle. Oh my God, was he no, I don't want to say it. I'll be accused of being racist. Was he a Mexican tortoise? Okay. Oh my God, I said Mexican. That means I'm bad. Okay. So, you see, it's kind of coming together. Let me see. I turned 50 today. Did you, Karen? Well, wait. Welcome to the 50s club. Happy birthday. Okay, now this one's white. This one's really racist right here. This is like the most racist color that I own. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to blend that, and that should give me the final. Thank you. I mean, you can deserve the beauty of the same. You can observe the beauty of the same sex and not be aroused by it. It's true. And you know, wait. Did you ever put makeup on while we're? You know what, Lisa? You know that's really funny, and you're not going to believe me. Well, maybe you will. I thought about that today. This looks like a lot of work. It is. It is a lot of work. And I'm actually. This is actually years of practice. Doing drag is a lot of work. Putting on the makeup, you have to really like doing it. Rusty says you should try to get into airbrush makeup. It's super fun. You know what? I have wanted to do that. Okay, Liz. Wait, is it Liz? No, it's Lisa. Lisa, it's funny because I actually have my wig right here because I was gonna put it on and do my makeup. You know what? Maybe I will, because it's funny because I had the thought and I've never done it before. Doing the makeup with a wig on, because then it will kind of tell me where to place my eyebrows. You know, it's funny. My mom recently told me, my mom's extremely honest with me. And she said, your eyebrows look mean. You look evil. You look like, you know, I told her, I go, well, yeah. So, you know, you kind of, sometimes I go for the evil Disney queen look with the brows. I like them kind of real. I do kind of get a little charactery with my eyebrows because it is drag, you know. I'm not trying to make you think I'm a real woman. Okay. Gonna take the edge off that line. There we go. Hi, Drantic 20. How are you? All right, that's good for me. Okay, so then at this point, I put my eyebrows on too. Before I powder this, I'll put on some eyebrows. I tend, and I'm going to listen to my mother, I tend to go way high with my brow. I'm going to probably go a little more natural today. Okay. I have a mirror over here, so I'll be looking there. So like my brow bone kind of comes up to here. I'll probably just go like that. My real eyebrow would do this, but as a woman, you want to go higher. You know what would be fun? Drag queen glamour shots. Yes, I think that would be great. I remember in the 80s, you remember they had glamour shots in the mall? My mom had that done. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Oops, sorry, YouTube. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do a more natural shape of a brow. And I'm putting this on now, and then I'm going to put powder over it. See, because you see, I'm kind of screwing up a little bit. It's easier to fix when it's wet. Shit, I'm going too fast. See, I told you I wanted to do this quickly. Okay, now I'm going to fix that. I'll fix it in a minute. I'll show you how. And I do like a high arched brow. It kind of, you know, I don't know, makes you look bitchy. Which I probably should go more of a soft look. Okay. Okay. Now, do you look at this? I kind of messed up. So what I'll do is I take my white color, and this is a step you would do anyway because you want this to be as light as possible underneath to create a new brow bone. Damn it, where's my brush? Okay, I'll use this one. So I take a brush, and this is just a paintbrush. I use paintbrushes. I don't always use a makeup brush. I like makeup brushes for buffing and blending. Okay, here we go. But this is just like, an art brush. So you'll just take the white and kind of redraw over it. And then I blend down to try to highlight this area to look like a bone, like it's a high point of my bone. Okay. And I will do the other side as well, trying to make it look as much like this as possible, but it's not always the case. And the reality is your eyebrows are not exactly alike anyway. Shit. Okay. So I'm cool with that. I'm not going to be real picky. And your fingers work really well for blending because they're warm. So what I did was, see that area that's light, it's actually recessed. So I brightened it up to make it look like it's coming forward, where this dark part is actually sticking out. But I'm trying to create the illusion that they're different. All right, let's see. I'm sorry I haven't been able to look at comments. Oh, okay, yeah, my wig. Let me see. Airbrush. She's right. Sometimes your makeup does make you look like you got a resting bitch face. And it's funny because that is a desirable quality in drag. You want to look like a strong woman, but strong isn't always looking like a bitch. You got that right, Elo. Very different eyebrows. With age, my brows have gotten stiff. Yeah, and mine are. And your forehead drops as you get older, so the eyebrows that you had up here eventually end up down here. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna powder. I use this white powder, and I go over the lighter areas. Oh, I almost forgot my nose. I have to do my nose. Okay, so this is white powder. If you smile, the high points of your cheeks, you want that to be bright because that kind of sticks out when you smile. You're just adding dimension that you probably don't necessarily have on your face. And I just dropped my sponge. Okay. What kind of foundation do you use? It's called Mayron Cream Stick. It's like a big lipstick. You can get it in so many colors. It's a stage makeup. Some people think it's kind of greasy, but I'm very dry, so it makes my skin feel good. And when you put powder over it, it takes the grease effect off. The powder and the grease mix and create like a thicker thing. You remember the smell of this powder, Coty powder. That's what it's called. And I highlight this because this will help round out my forehead. All right, so my nose. I don't want to forget my nose. It's important. And I use my tank tops to clean my brushes. All right, so you notice my nose. I don't really have that big of a nose, but I like to make it look smaller. So I take white, and I want to kind of like accentuate the tip of my nose. So I kind of follow my nostrils up to here. So I'm going to make that the tip. Okay. And then I will blend it in. Okay. And then I will do it again. Okay. Like right now, because you know I dotted it, you're going to see a white dot. But as all the makeup comes together, it won't be as obvious. I will also take the white and go down the center of my nose. And you see, because, I'm a man and I have that bump right there that men have. So this sinks in. I'm going to use the white right there to bring it out. Okay. And then I will blend that in. And, these are tips that women can use. You just use it in a more subtle fashion. Okay. I want the white on my nose to be a little stronger. And you could do this like this, all of this, if you have darker skin, you could do this if you have darker skin too. You would just use a lighter version. Don't use white. Oh, Bill Banner, what the F? Okay, if you don't know what's going on, I'm a guy and I'm putting on makeup. Now, if that somehow, yeah, it is a man. If that somehow makes you feel emasculated, you might want to block me. Okay. Why you do that? Why I do that? So you're a caveman, I take it. You're a caveman. Okay. Okay. Right, Liz. But the thing is, they do it because they think they're being funny or cool, or they want to act like, oh, I'm a big man or whatever. Okay. Now that I kind of want to do whiter underneath my eyebrows, so I'm going to do that. Here we go. Aren't you guys like? You know what, you guys? I really hope the Democrats nominate Bloomberg. Do you realize that if they nominate Bloomberg, they have nominated a richer man than Trump, a man who has paid off more women than Trump, and a man who has been caught being way, way more racist than they ever accused Trump of being racist. I can't wait. I can't wait. And then you see that there's even rumor that they're floating the idea around that Hillary Clinton is going to be his running mate. Oh my God. It can't get any better. It really can't. It can't get any better than that. I absolutely love it. The minute that Democrats nominate Bloomberg as their candidate, how could they ever say anything bad about Trump again? Like, how could they? He is everything that they accuse Trump of being. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm taking this pure white powder, and I'm gonna go over the tip of my nose and under my brow because I want it to be really, really white. Okay. All right. Hey, did you guys see Trump on Daytona 500? Um, my mom texted me and she's like, "Oh my God, Trump's at Daytona, whatever." And then she told me that like they were gonna get in a car and drive around, Melania and him. I didn't see that. I don't know if it's true or not, but that would be cool. Okay, I'm cool with that. Love you. Any tips for an older woman in makeup? I think they will write a musical of the Trump presidency a la Evita. Love Trump. Evita. That's good. I am drinking. You know, my mom has a lemon tree. I was at her house last week. I'm not really a big lemon person. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with all these lemons? So I made lemonade, and it came out really good. So right now I'm drinking a mixture of my mother's lemonade, lemon, sparkling water, and vodka. And it's really good. I didn't see it, but I heard it was happening. Yep. Wait, Lisa, they're hiding your message. Let me unhide it. I don't understand why they hide messages. You won't. It's like you guys aren't even saying anything bad. And you guys, I apologize on Twitter. Your message. I wish. Is there any way to keep the comments up? Because I can't. They disappear. What else are you streaming on? I'm on YouTube. Oh, Bill, get over yourself. Why are you here? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I appreciate all the support, you guys. For some reason, Twitter, I cannot see the comments. They pop up and they disappear. Lisa, my granddaughter loves when I get my hair pumped. She calls me a rock star. Yeah, Nancy, get him to show us how. You can't hide wrinkles, people. You can't. You just want. That's the U.S. flag. Yeah, I have the U.S. flag and the Union Jack back here. Okay. Damn people who don't care about others' opinion. They love themselves as the way they are. You know what, you guys? I'm not even worried about these people. I'm not. It's so funny because, well, the funny thing is when you're my age and you went through a time where people, why the Union Jack? I'll tell you why. Because I did a look for Spice Girls. Okay, I was Ginger Spice. Okay, well, actually, the story is older than that. I bought the 2 Union Jack flags because I was going to make a dress as Ginger Spice because I was going to do a Spice Girls routine back when I was doing stage stuff. Well, then I decided to pull it out when Brexit came out. So I used it as a backdrop. So it's kind of been stuck there for a while. I'll put the American flag over it. I'll put other things over it, but it's really just a backdrop. Hello, Kitty. I'm Morris. Oh my God, Brenda! I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to know about Morris. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. In case you guys don't know, I worked at Amazon. I quit. I'll get into it. Why I quit. I got a letter from them saying that for 90 days I can't talk shit about them. And I guess that was part of the contract I signed and I didn't know. But I'm so glad, Brenda, you joined. I really, it's funny. Morris will be one of the people that I miss the most, really. Am I missed a lot there? Well, good. I'm glad. Because management did not, they were horrible to me. They really were. And I can't get into it because, the contract stuff, but they were terrible to me for the amount that what I offered that company and the knowledge that I had and what I did for them. But whatever. Amazon, without talking shit about them, Amazon's a disposable company. If you work for them, trust me, it's going to be for a short period of time. Nobody retires from Amazon. I appreciate that, Brenda. I'm really glad that you found me. But tell Morris I do miss him, and I want to see him outside of work. I don't live far from you guys, like 14 miles, just right down the hill. We could meet up for a drink at a bar or something like that. Okay, yes, they are. She loves dressing up. Okay, you guys, I'm basically just gonna do a pink purple look. It kind of goes best with me. Oh, I got to powder. I'm sorry. I got to do the rest of my powder. That would have really messed me up. The powder color I use is called a rosy beige. I put that everywhere else. I didn't put the white. Yes, would love to meet up soon. Hey, Brenda, tell him, and for the rest of you too, I'm going to the Trump rally in Phoenix on Wednesday. Tell Morris, he would love to know that. I have friends right now in Phoenix that are camping out. Like they're camping out. They're going to be camping out like a day or 2 days before, just so we can get good seats. And apparently, they take shifts and holding a line. Hi, Kay. People, Trump train. They people will hold line. Hold a space in line for everybody. I mean, really, because who really has the ability to sit there for 2 days? So people understand. So there are placeholders. People come and go. They'll show up. They'll put their tent out. They'll go get something to eat. Somebody else will watch their space. So at first I felt bad. I'll say, well, won't I be taking cuts in front of other people? And he's like, well, everybody does it. Just as long as someone's holding your spot, everybody's cool. And, and I've known people who've gone to the rallies. And I say it's absolutely great. It's like, it's like going to a concert and everybody has a great time. Everybody gets along. It's a lot of fun. You're around like-minded people. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I do that on Wednesday. And the funny thing is, okay, I'm going to blow on this microphone. He's going to be not far from me that same day. He's going to be in Rancho Mirage, California, doing a fundraiser. And my mom's really, my mom lives near there. So she's like, oh my God, I want to see him. Maybe I'll go to the airport to watch Air Force One. But, the fundraiser, it's like huge. It's like $100,000 to get in. $250,000 if you want to meet him and take a picture and actually have a roundtable discussion with him. So if you want to do that, go to Rancho Mirage with $250,000. Okay. Oh, you're so lucky to be able to go to the rally. Yeah, I mean, I have to drive 5 hours to get there because he's not coming to California. I doubt it. Rusty says, I bet all the white people get to stand in the front of the line. Oh, of course they do, Rusty. You understand white privilege. So ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, so I have all this powder on my face, right? Oh, I'm from Palm Springs. Love that airport. Do you still live there? Oh my God, you guys, sorry. I'm going to this place. My niece, I'm gonna put more white. My niece is coming in from Phoenix. Well, she actually lives in Mesa or Tempe, I don't know. But her and her boyfriend, they go to this place out in the middle of the desert called Pappy and Harry. It's kind of a famous out of the way place. We're gonna go meet them there. It's a fun place. I can't wait to go. We're gonna go tonight. That's why I'm kind of early doing this. I usually do this kind of stuff later. But we're going out to the middle of the desert. We're going to go listen to some old-fashioned rock and roll music, get drunk, have some bad food. Actually, it's a really good bad food. Out in the middle of the desert. It's a lot of fun. It's in a place called Pioneer Town. Pioneer Town was built like in the 50s or 40s, and old Hollywood Westerns were made there. And the place is still standing, and they made it into like a destination. So it's going to be cool. I've been to one. It was fun. Oh, have you, Helena? How was it? Was it like I'm sure it's an all-day thing, right? Okay, so right now I'm putting on some contour. It's a taupe color. Taupe is in case you guys don't know, taupe is a brown gray. Okay. So you see that dent? I kind of call that the beginning of my cheekbone. So I just do that. And brush upward. And I will leave that there. And I'll do the same on the other side. I love this brush. It's a stiff brush, and wherever you put the makeup, it stays. I really like it. Okay, I messed up right there. And then I want to put this over here because I want to narrow my forehead. And I know it looks like I'm just slapping this on because I am, but I'll go back in later with a bigger blending brush. And I use this color also to create a new jawline. See, look at that. Okay. Okay. And anything that's ugly or any folds or anything, you can color it this color and it camouflages it. Because really what you want to do is the color you select, you want it to be a natural shadow color. You know, and for every skin type color, it might be different. The shadow color. What do you mean there's no sound? Wait, wheelchair girl, are you here? No sound, old man. Hey, NWO, I'm gonna block your ass, okay? So you're not gonna disrupt everybody. Are you Donald Trump or his wife? What the hell are you talking about? Oh my god, I love this. Hold on. You should use some makeup on your body to hide your fat belly. This is hilarious. Peter Jensen says, Jesus hates you, bastard. Oh, you guys are so funny. I love it. All right, here we go. You, sir. Here we go. Hide user. Here we go, dude. You're hidden. All right, we're going to hide this user too. That's great. Germany hates me. Ada, do they really? Well, you know what? You guys really shouldn't hate. Didn't the Nazis hate? That's really sad. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who else can we get rid of? All right. Let's see. Let's see how long this. Let me see. Brexit. Yes. Come to my island. You're not Epstein, are you? Block the jerks. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting rid of Charles Manson. Germany hates you. Good. Good, Germany. Hate me. I love how people will speak for their whole country. That's what Germany hates you. Oh, really? I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure the whole country of Germany hates me. Oh, you guys, it's so funny. Are you Jewish or what? Is your hat? Oh, God. No, actually, it's a wig cap. Why does everything have to do with religion? I just see the crazy. See, you people, what we're seeing right here is we're seeing the crazy right. The crazy right. And it comes back and forth. I'll get crazy left and crazy right people. I'm very jealous of your body. Is that me? My grandpa was in the SS during World War II. Okay. I mean, take off your hat. What do you mean my hat? It's a wig cap, you dummy. Like, I love ignorance. Ignorance are like, this is so funny. See, this is where, are you the Messiah? Oh my God. Who the hell? Someone must have really shared this in some crazy group. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Oh, good. Hey, Timon says Germany loves me. So here, LOL, your surprise is a wig cap, you dummy. It is. It's like, what the hell? Show wheelchair. You think I'm in a wheelchair? Why would you show wheelchair? Oh my God. Oh, I apologize, you guys that have to. Oh God, am I gonna? It's gonna be so hard for me to block all these people. All right, here we go. Somebody thinks I'm in a wheelchair, you guys. I mean, not that it's bad. I mean, you know, but I'm not. I don't know. Are you? Do you have like a fascination with wheelchairs? Oh, this is so funny. All right. Am I even doing this right? Let me see. Report remove. All right. Let's see how that works. You see my cat? Yeah, my cat's back there. His name's Prometheus. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. All right. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to do a pink and purple thingy. Who's this? Someone saying Papa? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. The hat makes fun of the Jewish religion. No, you know what? You actually are awful for Jews because you make them look stupid. Oh, God. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pink. It looks very bright, but it's not going to be the same. For whatever reason, it doesn't show up this bright. And I'll put it right here. You guys, YouTube's crazy right now. Put all this pink. The hat. Again, the hat. These people know nothing about wig wearing. It's so stupid. So what? They think it's a yarmulke? Is that what it is? What if it was? What if it was a yarmulke? I'm going to call it a yarmulke. Yeah, I'm wearing a yarmulke. So what? I mean, really, what are you going to do about it? I mean, let's suppose I am wearing a yarmulke. So what? All right. So this is some pretty hot pink shit right here. Put a yarmulke under the wig cap. Yeah, you know what I have? I actually have those. Queen Diva, hi. I actually have like what do they call those? Payas, I believe, the curly things. I actually have them tucked under my yarmulke. How about that? Is that more offensive? I hope it is. You know what amazes me really? How many crybabies there are in the world? Like everybody's a crybaby. Everybody's a victim of something. I don't understand that. I don't understand the need to be pathetic. All right. I love the wheelchair thing. Like people, like they are really, really going. Like it really makes them feel good to think I'm in a wheelchair. It's amazing. This is amazing. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I use like a something like this because I kind of want like a clean line here. So I'll use this something and I will follow like this line in my eye. I will hold this here and it will create an edge. There, see? I'll do the other side the same way. Here we go. Easy. Love you, Kitty. Hey, thank you, Evan. I know, the wheelchair. I don't want people to treat me different because they feel sorry for me. Like, why would you? Like, why would you just want to be like a pathetic? It's just weird. I don't know. Please do alien drag soon, especially illegal. Oh my god! You know what? I do a chola. I should probably do a chola. Oh, okay. If I just sit here and I just you want me? I'll show you my wheelchair. Here we go. Ready? You like my wheelchair? See? Look. You like it? People are so stupid. All right. Oh, but like a green alien. Like, should I be like green but with like a Latin accent? All right. All right, here we go. Now that I have that on, I'm going to buff that out and make it, you know, more blended in. You people are crazy. Not all of you. You know who I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy people. Okay. So I'm just kind of buff this on the edge so it's not so harsh. All right. I noticed half the people left the chat after I said, if you're not a YouTube sandbot, stop talking. Yes, evil. I have legs. Can you believe it? You reminds you guys get that commercial where you live for Larry H. Parker? He's an attorney. And there's this one black guy. He'll say, Larry H. Parker got me 2.1 million. Apparently he is in a wheelchair, but you don't get to see it. All right. All right, so I'm going to pick just a dark color out here. A dark, maybe this one called Vibe. Right here. All right. And with this color, I'm going to still go within that crease. You see it's a little darker. I'll go in the crease and go up a little bit because I really want it to cover like my natural brow bone. Chat is much more comfy now. Yeah, I blocked a bunch of people. I blocked a bunch of Germans. Can you believe it? That's how like racist I am. I'm even racist against white people. All right. Okay. People have cracked me up. It's so funny because there are people who are like, oh my God, the haters are out. I think it's hilarious. I'm so not intimidated by it. You know, it's funny because when you came from like the era like of the 80s, when, people, it was kind of common to get harassed for the way you look, but you were still brave and did what you wanted. I don't think these people realize I come from that era. And your insults are actually very weak compared to what we dealt with. So try your best. I don't care. It's you know what it is? They're used to these like weak social justice warrior snowflakes. That's what they're used to. Because you know why? Because honestly, that's really kind of the face that people show you of gay people. Trust me, we're not all wimps. You just think we are, because good for you. From the 60s and 70s, we kind of were too stoned back then to care. Yeah, you know what irritates me? I see these stupid people, the stunning and brave people, because they're coloring their hair blue and they're being stunning and brave. It's like, why are you giving yourself so much credit? You are in the 80s. I only dated dudes that wore eyeliner. Duran Duran fan here, right? It's like, it's so funny because the appearance that these stupid, like, the million gender people and all these people who think they're so stunning and brave and woke and brave, it's like, you guys aren't even doing half of what we did in the 80s. Like, guys wore skirts and eyeliner, and double piercings were like that was a new thing then. And this, like, we were doing this way before you, and we were going much further with it. You're all now, you know what they've done? They've kind of basically blended androgyny and nerds together. That's where you kind of get these people now. It's so weird. I had green hair in 78. Yes. And it was much harder to get green hair. In the 80s, you had to like hunt down these products. Like in my city of Riverside that I grew up in, you couldn't find colored hair color. You had to go out of the city to find it. But they're all stunning and brave, aren't they? They're so annoying. No, you're not. You're not stunning and brave. You just tell yourself that because you want to be important. And half of half of these people, their parents support them, dyeing their hair blue. Back then, we would leave the house looking one way and go to school and then, put on our makeup and stuff in the bathroom or on the bus. I don't want to hear it. Everybody's a wimp nowadays. Okay. I'm being a dick, I know it. Okay, so now what I do is that color, I'll put it down here because okay. Simon Le Bon, you know what? I saw them. I saw their Duran Duran. I saw their Notorious tour and their Big Thing tour. So I'm taking that pink and I'm gonna basically just put it under my eye, but I don't follow my eye shape up here. I create a new eye shape. I'm going to start out with this pink and then I will move to the darker color. I kind of want this color to be carried through down here. I can't remember which tour it was, but I saw them in Arizona when Compton Terrace. Was Compton Terrace in Arizona? I never heard of that. I've heard of Compton. I was born in a neighboring city to Compton in California. Oh, it's an outside venue. I'm trying to think where I saw Duran Duran. I saw them at the Universal Amphitheater, and I can't remember the other place I saw them. I'll tell you who I've seen the most in concert was Madonna. I wouldn't see her now, but I've seen her like 8 or 9 times. Like, she's completely disappointed me, in the past couple of years, completely. Who else did I see? I've seen Susie and the Banshees twice. I don't know. Erasure. I've seen Erasure. My favorite is Elton. Oh, you saw him twice. I bet that's a good show. Does he still have a Vegas residency? I know he was doing Vegas. Okay, so I'm going to blend that out, that pink. Oh my God, Girls on Film. Absolutely loved Girls on Film. You know what? I don't know if you guys heard of Smool. Smool is like a karaoke social media. It's really fun. I do that a lot. I'm going to do Girls on Film. I totally forgot about that song. I did the song Planet Earth as a duet with this other person. I don't know where he's from, but it came out really good. All right. So I got that color down. Now I'm going to move to the darker color. And then on top of this, I'll probably do a black. Maybe. Greetings from Baltimore. Hi, how are you? I have a friend who recently I worked with at Amazon. She, well, not recently. It's probably been a year, but she moved back to Baltimore. She couldn't wait to get out of Southern California. I mean, I don't know if Baltimore is any better, but from what I hear, but I mean, there's good and bad to everything. But I am leaving California as soon as possible. Me and Mark, my partner, we have like a 1-year plan. We're trying to get out. In fact, in May, we're going to go to the city that we want to move to up there. And we're moving to Southern Oregon. We're not. Greetings from the UK. Hey, look, I'm representing. George Michael. Yes, love George Michael. Rusty, I love the big frosting of the 60s, 70s. White people perming their hair. Oh my God. Whoop, whoop. All right. So now what I'm going to do is, what did I do with my black? Well, okay, I'll just use a black shadow. Well, I don't have a black shadow available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dark color and I'm going to basically color from here up like this. So let me, like this. Here we go. See, and it kind of changes the shape where this, my eye drops. This, now it kind of lifts up. Okay, just putting this color right here, you'll see how it's drastically changed the shape of my eye. Okay. Now the trick is try to match it up, but the reality is I'm going to put on some big ass eyelashes over this, and any mistakes will be covered. Like this instantly changes the shape of your eye. What did Omar say? I keep seeing people reference it, but I don't know what she said. All right. Kind of like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, what am I going to do? Let me take another drink. I love that you guys are, honestly, because I can't pay attention to everything that you guys say, that you're having conversations amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is black eyeliner. That's where I'm going now. Okay, so at first I start out with a pencil. Okay. And I don't know if you guys remember, back when I was a kid, she said it's racist that companies find certain black girl hair offensive and distracting. You know what? Okay. Okay. This has been an ongoing conversation about black girl hair. Have they been able to produce anybody who has lost their job over their hairstyle? Because you hear about it, but you don't see the people saying, hey, I got fired, I was discriminated against. Unless it's happening, unless I don't know it, I haven't been paying attention, but I kind of pay attention. If there's an epidemic of black women losing their jobs or getting written up for not conforming to a certain hairstyle, I would love to see that evidence. I worked in the bakery department at Vaughn's in the 80s. I had to wear a German bar girl. I had to wear a German bar girl. It was bad. Kitty, if you keep up with this, Patreon could easily be part of your 1-year plan. Could it? You know what? It's funny because I really don't do a lot of like fundraising but the reality is I do have GoFundMe, Patreon, stuff like that. And I have raised money for GoFundMe in the past because people will watch me and they go, oh, we like what you do. And they'll just like give me $5, $1, whatever. Because honestly, people do message me. They go, I love what you do. I would love to donate to whatever you do. Well, the reality is I will have to, I am going to post these things in case anybody wants to be a part of it. The reality is I quit my job. Now, am I hungry, hurting for money? No. I cashed in my 401k. I'm going for unemployment. I know I'm going to get it, even though I quit because I have a good reason for it. But I'm going to be traveling. I got booked at a gig in Northern California, which is great. My video has so many people have seen my video about kids in drag and that people are interested and they want me to come and travel and speak to them. So I actually have like an outfit being made. I have hair being made because the reality is these people do not want to hear what I have to say about drag unless I look good. They're not going to want to see a fat middle-aged man, bald man up there talking to them. They want to see a drag queen. So I'm giving them basically a big over-the-top Anna Nicole Smith drag queen. And I have that all in the works. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to one specific school in Northern California because you guys realize this is one school in the United States. I can imagine there's more in this having this problem. Out of 475 kids, over 300 of them say that they're LGBT. Like, that's crazy. And that means there's a problem. There's something going on at home. I have a feeling that these kids are being encouraged to do this stuff. But I think it's sad. So I am there to actually tell them, I come out on stage and they go, "Oh my God, welcome Kitty Demure." And they're all going to clap for me and stuff. And they're all going to say, "Yes, girl, you work." And then I'm going to tell them that they're wrong for putting their kids in drag, which is going to be the opposite message of what they're going to want to hear from me. And that's fine. I understand that's what I'm there for. Haha, I love this. I hope you tour. I would. I no longer have a job, so. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, like, the water line, the inside rim, I color that to further shape my eye, to make my eye look like it's going up, because my eyes actually go down. So I color in here, but then I stop in the middle of the eye and I stop coloring there. I then go toward the lash line and below it. So I'm kind of forcing your eye to see a line that doesn't exist. Okay. Oh my God, to go on tour with Trump. That'd be so good. I've seen all types of black hair from people working all kinds of different places. As a customer, we couldn't care less. Nobody cares. It's the thing. What it is the Democrats, and I'm so glad that my partner, he sees it, okay? And they completely use black people. They enrage black people. They really do. They enrage them with this stuff because they think this shit's going on. And it's like, and then of course you get the white people that, want to believe everything is bad about black people. And it's like, just like, my partner told me, he goes, "You ever notice in the 80s and 70s, whenever they would show the welfare office, they would always show you the welfare office in Detroit." Okay, I grew up with black people. The black people I grew up with were actually middle class. I didn't know poor black people. Okay. The ones I knew, like their dads had a church and they actually made money and stuff. And nobody cares. I love to see black people when I was a kid, I actually thought it was cool. I would see these black people do their hair and I go, wow, like they have this hair texture to where if you comb your hair in any direction, it would stay there. I'm using hairspray and gel to get this hairstyle, but they want to enrage Black America. And it's just sad. It really is. But they do the same thing with gays too. I'm just glad that me and my partner are the ones who don't fall for it. They use you every 4 years. I don't know if you guys listen to Candace Owens. She's absolutely awesome. I saw her speaking at one of her live events. Yeah, like Omar don't even show her hair. That's a good point. Inevitable Alex. I'm a cosmetologist by trade. I actually have my license. I just eventually ended up hating the industry, so I got out of it. It was always known in beauty that you want to do black hair because a black woman would this was a joke in the industry. They will spend they'll spend their money on from their electric bill on their hair before anything. Like, and it's true. I know people who got into black hair and they make so much money. Okay, the Dems are the true racists. Oh, of course they are. Nobody cares. You know, I don't know how many black people are watching me. Honestly, nobody cares about your hair. Like, the media has made it such a big deal. You know what's so funny? I'll see people go, yeah, they always want to touch our hair. And it's like, what are you talking about? The black people I knew always wanted to touch my hair. Especially when I had long hair, they wanted to braid it. But if you can't see that, they do whatever they can to create division. They do. You know it's true. So I don't know why people don't call them out on it. So this black, I'm going to then brush it all the way over here. I don't necessarily want it to be really black right there, but just, I want it to follow through. Okay. In fact, I remember Disneyland did have a rule, but it wasn't against black people. It was against braids, okay? And yes, black people braid their hair, but, they don't have to braid their hair. They didn't like men having braids. And so they eventually relaxed the rules at Disneyland, but they also didn't like you to have facial hair either. They didn't want you to have a mustache or a beard. They relaxed that too. So over time, they do relax these rules. They just wanted, Disney wanted you to have hair cut up to here. It didn't matter what color you were. But they relaxed it, and they do allow braids now for men. But I do remember that was a thing. But let's face it, you don't have to have braids. And they're going to say, oh, it's a cultural hairstyle. No, it's not. You're American. And it's like, okay, so what if you're descended from Vikings? They all have beards and long hair, right? I mean, how far do you want to carry this cultural hairstyle crap? But when I was 19 years old, I had long hair and it was dyed black. I could not find a job. I had to conform my appearance. I had to cut my naturally long straight hair. I had to cut it short, and I had to dye it a normal color to get a job. Oh, well, I mean, that's life, right? Should I have just cried and not worked? Wait, did I just see Jerry Curl? Because, yes, I agree with you. Yes, Jerry Curl. I had a friend in school. She had a Jerry Curl, and she wanted to wear my jacket. And so I would let her wear my jacket. It was a white jacket. I would let her wear it, and I would get it back, and it would have grease all on the collar. And no, that's not racist to say it. My partner even he's black and he hated Jerry curls. So, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put silver right there. If I can find it. It's a silver glitter. So I just kind of shake it up. It's like a lip gloss or like a cream lipstick. So see, it has like an applicator and you just brush it on. And I basically do like my eyelid, the whole thing. And I don't necessarily want it to cover the color. It just adds shine. Okay. I do keep it real, Brenda. I definitely keep it real. I just don't care. Okay. Okay, now I really want to concentrate on the corner because somebody older said, I need makeup tips for old people. If you brighten the corners of your eyes, it's going to make you look younger and more awake and more youthful. We tend to get dark right here and sunken in. If you apply a product that brings light and reflects light, you'll look more bright-eyed and younger. And, you know, the wrinkles here, honestly, you're not going to hide that. I have them too. The idea is you just don't want to, you want to put as little powder there as possible because the powder will cake and stuff. But, you know, you're just going to have to be honest, you're never going to look 20 again. And, you know, maybe you don't want to. But, you know what? Grow old gracefully and be proud that you made it to this age. Because a lot of people won't. Okay, if you see the difference, this is brighter. Okay. And I even put it in that spot, the space I left. And it kind of gives the illusion that the whites of my eyes kind of go down more, kind of like a cat, you know. I'm going to put more silver. This is basically like, okay, this is a glitter liquid eyeshadow. And I really like it. Okay. Liz has been around the block a few times. Kitty, have you ever worked at a MAC makeup counter? No. In the 90s, this is funny. Was after cosmetology school. I did what they call, it's funny because this job title is hilarious. It's called a fragrance model. I know you women have like this experience. I'm sure some guys do too. When you walk into a mall and there's some annoying person with a bottle of perfume and they want to give you a sample, their title is fragrance model. And you know what? You'll be shocked. They get paid really well to do that. I worked at an agency and I was a fragrance model and I was shocked. In the 90s, they were paying me like over $10 an hour to do that. And I'm like, really? I just stand here in a suit and I spray people and I get paid that kind of money? Yeah, when you get sprayed. And all I had to do is stand there and be pretty. That's it. I was younger and thinner, of course, and I wore like a suit and I had long hair and a ponytail when that was cool in the 90s. Anyway, but it was fun. All right, so my eyeshadow is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add eyeliner. Now, think about it. I'm going to put fake eyelashes on, so I don't need a ton of eyeliner right here. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw right here. I use this. It's basically a felt tip pen. So I'm going to, and I actually might go over this with another product, but I just want to see the line there. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put on my eyelashes. I usually don't wear a bottom set, but I'm going to put a pair on today. I'll need a lifetime supply of wrinkle blur. You know, I don't use any like wrinkly products. You guys know, I really kind of don't take care of my skin as well as, well, first of all, the beauty industry is going to make you think you have to have every product. I mean, that's their job. I'll tell you, when I went through cosmetology school, they flat out said half of it's hype. And a lot of the procedures are like psychological. So I will put this here. And as you see, I don't need all that eyeliner. I just don't. But what does help is to curl your eyelashes. Because if you can see my eyelashes right here, I kind of want it to go up to hide in the fake eyelash. So I use one of these. So I like curl it, hold it, and then I'll open it and move it a little bit, and then I'll curl again to kind of get two bends in it. Okay. Wrinkle blur powder. Oh, with glasses. You know what? I'm lucky. I don't need my glasses on. I'm older, so I use eyeshadow as eyeliner. Yeah, that you're true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Like, you really want to avoid really harsh lines, especially the older you get. I mean, if you're going for some like gothic look or whatever, there's always, a makeup style that's really harsh, but that's just a matter of taste. But, if you just want to go and look young, there's just certain techniques. Like, you want to go a little lighter on the makeup. Frost is another one. You don't want to use like really frosty things because it accentuates wrinkles. What I'm doing is I'm adding adhesive to my eyelash right now. And this adhesive is actually for hair. You see it's weaving Bond glue. It's a stronger hold. So I put on I grip it with my tweezers. I really don't like doing eyelashes. I don't follow my eye shape. I will tip them up like this. Okay. And this is like 2 pairs put together. Okay. This is the hard part for me, is to curve it down. Okay. And you kind of want them to go up, or I do anyway. Okay. If you notice, you'll see my skin right here. I'll just color that. All right. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I really can't wait. I can't wait to go to Phoenix on Wednesday to see Trump. I've never been to a political thing like that. I've been to Blexit. I went to the Blexit rally in LA. That was a lot of fun. I saw a lot of really prominent people. Larry Elder, I saw him. I saw right, InstaKitty. The eyelashes really make a difference. If you women really don't have a whole lot of eyelashes, really even a cheap pair really changes the difference in the way you look. Okay. Like, so you know what I'm saying about all the eyeliner? You don't really need it. If you put on eyelashes, you don't really need to color these severe black lines, because a thick eyelash will just basically define your eye. Okay. Now, if you'll notice the shape on top, it looks kind of flat there. I'll fix that with eyeliner. Did you see Candace Owens? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. In fact, I have a picture. Do peels hurt? I've never done a peel. What brand eyelashes do you recommend? I'll tell you this brand I'm using. I'll show you a common brand. Right here. This is what the typical drag queen wears. I couldn't, they're called Christina eyelashes, but if you were to Google up 301, like a lot of companies will use the same numbers. If you put in 301 eyelash, this will come up. Now, if you're an average size woman, you're going to look like a Vegas showgirl with those on. I mean, that's what I'm wearing here, and I'm a big guy. So imagine what it's going to look like on an average size woman. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix all that with eyeliner. So I take a liquid eyeliner. Bye, Kitty. Hope to see Hagatha soon. Yes, I am going to. Hagatha is going to make an appearance eventually. Probably maybe Monday. I'll do Hagatha. I don't know, but it's really hard. When Hagatha's really hot, Kitty suffers. When Kitty's really hot, Hagatha suffers. It's like it's really hard to do multiple characters at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to... Oh, look what I just did. Damn it. Okay. This is hard. I'm basically just going to draw a black line. Okay. Basically following the band of my eyelash. Agatha and Kitty to collab. You want to know something funny? I've actually considered doing that, like filming me 2 different times and putting them together like I'm interviewing Hagatha or something. Okay. And now I'm going to color underneath here. But I'll tell you what's funny is this whole online draggy thing that I do, it is all by mistake. Like, not by mistake, I did it on purpose, but the way it took off is crazy to me. And the response I get from people, I mean, I'm really grateful for it. I just wasn't prepared for it, to be honest with you. Okay. So you'll see what eyelashes do for you, ladies. And, a lot of girls I know, they're doing those, what they call eyelash extensions. I don't like the way this is going up more. Eyelash extensions. But the danger in that is, well, it's not dangerous. They start falling out over time, which they're supposed to. But I know girls who would show up at work with like one eyelash, like really sticking up. It's like they don't even care. Like, it's like, well, don't you see your eyelashes have fallen out? Maybe you should just pull that last one off, but they won't. Okay. See how this is doing that and that's doing that? I hate that. What it is it's clumped together. Because these eyelashes, I put hairspray on them to make them stiff and spiky. All right, so now I'm going to put on the bottom lash. They're like less severe. So, okay, and what I do is I will put the glue on them. It's so funny. I don't know why I'm doing my eyelashes right now. I usually do that very last. Okay. Now, this is probably a more sensible eyelash that a woman would wear. This size. If you notice, it's kind of smaller. But on me, it would just disappear. So I put them on my bottom. And what I do is I put them right back like in there. Okay. And I just follow the black eyeliner line I made earlier. Go. And a lot of times I don't wear these. I just felt like doing it today. Because, if you wear enough makeup on the bottom, you don't really see them anyway, but I don't know. I just feel like being extra. I'm just using a makeup brush. I'm using the handle. The bottom eyelashes are easier, I think, than the top ones. Some people even just draw these on. In the 60s, that model Twiggy, she drew hers on. Okay. So we got that. I've never had an allergic reaction to makeup. I will from the removers. The removers can be really harsh. Okay, now what do? I go back and I redo my eyebrows because they got really light because I put the powder on it. So now I'll kind of go and I'll just follow, but I'll try to do like brush strokes with my pencil. And I have a felt tip one that makes really thin brush strokes, but I don't know where it is right now. It's funny because, on my end, the Twitter feed is a lot more clearer and colorful and more contrast. So this is coming up darker, but it's not really coming up very dark on YouTube. All right. Lips. I'm going to use a purple. I'm in awe with how much work is put into all of this kitty. I know it's a lot, but it's really I look at it as a hobby instead of like painting a canvas or ceramics or something, or that's what I do. Okay, so I'm going to draw a new lip. My real lip ends here. I draw it down to here. It's so dark. I thought it was black first. And because my mouth kind of drops, I'll take this line up a little higher. I'm going to try a new lip color. It's a metallic pinky color. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a new lip. I really exaggerate my lips. And it's really hard to make them look real. So you have to use a lot of like light and dark. Okay. But I do like full lip because I have very thin lips, so. And then you want to go dark in here. The shading is real important because it adds dimension. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will blend all that in before I put the color on top. So I have a lip brush and I just go over that. And I want to blur that. How long have I been going? Oh, see, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. See, it's actually a good thing. It's been less than 2 hours, and I've been talking. This whole process used to take me 4 hours. Okay, so now I'm going to put the color on top. If you use lip liner on lips, your lipstick stays longer. You're right, it does. Okay, so I'm using this color. It's called Liquid Suede Metallic Matte. So we'll see what this looks like. It's weird, it stinks. No, I don't like the way this goes on. Okay, I gotta fix this. All right, God, my list looking huge. Okay. It's so weird, they're really pink here, but kind of lavender over here. It doesn't apply evenly, you're right. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying this again. Oh well. I'll make it work. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this product. So it's going to go in the trash. All right. That's not that bad. Okay, so it's drying. And then I then take this white color and I'll dot it right here. It's to make this look darker and this look lighter, which would give the impression that they're pouting out. I like it better on Twitter. Okay. All right, that's gonna do. Okay, and then it's time for blush. I use this, it's called NYX. It's called Deep Plum. Use this brush. Well, no, first I gotta do pink. I've been working on the way I do my cheeks. I like severe cheeks. So first I'm gonna start out with like a lighter pinky color. I'll do it right here. Okay, so lighter pink will go there. Everything I'm wearing is like a pink based, isn't it? Looks like my skin is really kind of a pink color anyway, so it's just kind of more natural. And put some up in there on the chin. Okay. Now I'm going to go for like the next darkest one and go right underneath it. Kind of want to go dark, light, dark, light. Okay. Now I'm going to use the real darker one. And I'm only going to go like, I'm going to stop the color like right here. I'll stop it and then I will blend it toward my lip. I don't want to apply more than I have to. And I kind of go right in that hollow. And I dab it exactly where I want it. And then later on, I will blend it. So look how deep that goes. Where's my color? There it is. I got pink on top of my yarmulke. I love it. I'm going to start calling it that. All right. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to kind of like flick it upward. Kind of blend that in. Where did you learn to apply makeup this way? Well, I started in the 80s. Okay, now I'm going to drag this color. I started in the 80s because I loved like Kiss and Boy George. And I then started studying like makeup, just regular women's makeup, beauty. I always read Vogue and Cosmo when I was a kid. My mom had it in the bathroom. I then went into cosmetology. And then when YouTube came out, I started watching tutorials. And I don't know. And I picked it up from different drag queens. Different, drag queens observe each other. And a lot of the makeup tricks are theatrical. And you kind of blend it with regular beauty. Okay. One thing I forgot to do is contour my nose. That's a huge part of Kitty's look. So I need this brush. And I need it to be clean. Okay. The contour color I use is it's taupe, which I explained earlier. It's like a brown and a gray. Now, if you notice how wide my nose is now, I'm going to narrow it down. And your nose really starts here. And then it comes down like this. Okay. I'm going to basically try to make my nose as narrow as this, my nostrils. Okay. So first I start out and I kind of extend my nostril. Okay. I go toward like the center of my nose or the point that I made. Okay. And then basically try to make a straight line from here all the way up here. Okay. So I start out like this. And then you just draw up. If you look at like Nicki Minaj, if you really look at her face, she does this. A lot of people with wide noses do this. I do it because I want to look like I have a completely different nose than Billy. The thing I like about drag the most is the transformation. And I will carry this color up to the eyebrow. Because if you do notice, the bridge of your nose meets your eyebrow. So I'm trying to trick you into thinking this is a lot narrower. So you have to carry it all the way up to the eyebrow. Okay. Now, what I do is, well, wait, let me finish this. Okay. I then will, to make it look like this, I want this point to be accentuated. So I will darken right behind it, kind of like your nose does this, and you have that fold, and it creates a shadow in your nose. They call it a button nose. Okay. And then you could do right underneath it too, in all of this area. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I got to get a blending brush. You really want to blend this out. Okay. So I'm going to blend it. And now I did it very severely. If you want to do this at home, you would, do it more subtly. But I'm doing, I'm completely trying to change my face. So, and trust me, if you see this up close in person, you'll completely see the makeup. So, if you ladies want to do this, or men, you gotta be more subtle with it. Okay, I'm gonna add more, like right here. Okay. And, don't be afraid to use your fingers. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to then take white and I'm going to go right in here and on top. Wait, I'll show you. So I take this like flat, this is an artist brush, and I'm going to go right here to brighten this area. It'll make my face look like it goes further than it really does, which then makes you think my nose is narrower than what it is. Okay. Okay. There's excess on there, which I will eventually remove it, but I want it to sit there for a little bit to really melt in. And then I'm going to take another brush. Where is it? What do I do with it? I want to do white down the center of my nose. Oh, where the hell is it? Well, what did I do with it? Okay, I gotta find a new one. A new brush. Okay. I'm gonna get white. And then I'm really gonna put it at the, what you call like the peak of your nose as it's going down. So I will take it and I will just, this is like pure white powder. And you should really kind of see how all this works just by it. You should really see the difference now. And then I will put it on the tip. Yeah, it is a lot like theatrical. And I will put it on the tip of my nose. So I will let all this sit for a little bit. So it kind of marries, and you know, we want to believe that it's going to sink in and soak in. Okay, so on top of that, I have this. It's a highlighter. I will put the highlighter on top of what I just did. The highlighter, it reflects light. So I want this area to be bright, the down my nose and stuff, and on the tip especially. So here's the tip. Okay, and then think of this as like finely ground glitter. Its whole purpose is to reflect light. Okay, and I'm also going to put this under my eyebrow because I want you to think that that area is popping out because it's a bone. Some people put it down here on their Cupid's bow, you know, the area that pops out. But sometimes it looks like you did a line and there's Coke right there. Okay, and then you also would use this on your cheeks. Okay, so kind of like on the highest part. You can see it kind of reflects. And you can see on your chin. Since I have that cleft in my chin, I like to minimize it and bring a lot of light right there. Okay. And then you could even put some up here. You know, you just want to put in the areas where you really want it to shine. Because my forehead is flat there, this will bring it out and make it look more round. All right. Okay. Now, this is like my final buffing brush. So, well, first I'm going to do this. the lightest areas first. Okay. Now you kind of want to bluff it all up. You look like Adele. Adele is a character I wanted to do. I think I naturally look more like Adele than I do when I put the makeup on. I don't have to be so heavy-handed if I do Adele. I have to learn to really kind of hold back. Okay, and this is a lip gloss. I'm going to put that on. Okay. A lip gloss really helps to bring a small mouth out. Where is my lip brush? Reminds me of techniques Kevin Aquan used. Oh, you know what? No, I know who you're talking about. I have only seen his book once, but he is known as a really good makeup artist. Isn't he the one that like takes celebrities and make them look like other celebrities? He's really good. Okay. I can't think of anything else I would do, really. Well, no, I see a flaw in my eyebrow. Where is my eyebrow pencil? Well, shit. Okay, here it is. There we go. Okay. I'll put on my hair, see what it looks like. It's probably, my hair's a mess. It was in a bag. I don't know, I've been really doing brown for a while. I have all my other wigs up there, but okay. You want to know another trick I do? I put a okay. I'll put you put like something in your wig to stuff it and it will bump it up. Like I'll put like a wash rag in there. Hold on. Somebody just asked me, how long did it take me to learn? Well, there goes my wig cap. How long did it take you to learn this art? You never stop learning, and I've been doing it since I was a teenager. I'm 50 years old now. So see, it's like when you add the bulk in there, it changes everything. All right, so this is Kitty. I always play with the forehead size. I like naturally have a big forehead. Let me see. And then it's weird because hair like really does it for me. It changes the way I look. And sometimes I'll notice, like sometimes I'll go a little darker. Hey, Q sent me. Like, is that QAnon? So it's basically Kitty minus the chest hair. Sometimes what I'll do is like this. I hate this part of me, so I will really darken it. I'll use this. I have this palette right here, which all my brown busted up. Thank you, XX42D. I'll like take this brown and just color all this. And you notice it does disappear. It just kind of looks like a shadow. If you go too high up, it'll start looking like a beard. Thank you, Lisa B. I get a lot of like stuff from people, and maybe you guys can help me with this. I don't know. They'll tell me, because I will say that I'm a conservative queen, but there are people who like, no, you can't do what you do and call yourself a conservative. So what is it more on the lines of a libertarian? Like what, because I don't want to be part of a club if nobody wants me there. So it's like, I don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really big on labels. I just knew that I did not want to be a Democrat after 2016. And I had always voted Democrat, always. Trump is the first Republican I ever voted for. And in California, you have to switch your party affiliations to vote how you want. Like, say, if you want to vote Republican, you have to switch to Republican Party. Well, I get so many people who say, no, you're not. Don't call yourself anything. Thank you for your stance on the drag queen libraries. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Tyron. How about you, Trump team? I know, but it's like I recently, well, actually, to vote for Trump, I had to become a Republican in California, and I don't know if it's like that everywhere else. But California just enacted a law where you can change your party affiliation up to election day, which I mean, it's good for everybody's concern, I guess, because if you decide at the last minute, well, I want to vote for somebody, you have to switch. In California, you have to be part of that party. Okay. Wrong. You can be gay and conservative. See, and it's like, I don't know. Is it because conservatives just don't want gays to be part of their party? I don't know. Well, you know what? The funny thing is, there's lots that are, and they don't even know, because there are a lot more conservative gay people. They don't consider themselves gay. They just consider themselves people, and they don't feel the need to go and tell people about, what they do in their bedroom or anything. I'm going to add more contour right here. So, you hardcore conservative religious people out there, you have gay people in your party, and you probably even have gay coworkers and friends, and you don't even know it. Because, trust me, there are gay people who don't even like what I do. They don't even like it. For some reason, gay people who put on makeup or who participate in pride events or things, they seem to get all the attention. Kind of like how, how the media gives the conservative attention to all the crazy religious people and the rednecks. They make them the face of Republicans. Well, they do the same thing with gay people. They make the most flamboyant the face of gay. And that's not true. There are many gays that are just average, everyday Joes who just go to work and they're plumbers and truckers and stuff. But you don't know that because the media won't, highlight them. Oklahoma used to be a closed primary state. Is that what you got? There's brainwashed people in every group. You would be amazed at the conservatives who totally support LGBTQ. No, and I agree with you. And that was something I found out once I got on the Trump train, which I was from day one. I voted for him and everything. I am surprised. I actually was surprised at how much hate I got from Democrats and how much actually love and acceptance I got from conservatives. So, and I know, just like every conservative is not a good person, every liberal is not a bad person, So I don't know. So that's what I was wondering. Is there a middle ground? So I don't know. I guess I'm just an American and I will vote whoever I want, and if a Democrat comes around that I like, then I will vote Democrat. I'll switch parties and vice versa. I'm kind of over the whole party system and labels and stuff. CIA Operation Mockingbird. Former Labour, now Conservative Queen here in the UK. We have 20 out gay conservative MPs. Really? That's cool in our government. I don't appreciate the mainstream perception that gay men are all effeminate. It's true. And it's funny because I look like this now, but I'm not an effeminate man. You know, nobody would have any idea when I walked down the street. I'm not an overly masculine man. I mean, the way I behave with you guys is exactly how I am every day. So, you know, I may be feminine in some ways, you know, but I'm very actually manly in others. I can bake a cake from scratch and then I'll go outside and change brakes on a car. I can do all that stuff. That's why I see like modern men. I'm like, they can't even do anything. It's like they'll be the first ones to call me a faggot or something, but they don't know how to do anything that's traditionally male. Like they couldn't like tune up a car, change brakes, or drive a big rig or anything. I can do all that. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go. I've met a ton of very straight men who are girly as they are, Rusty. I know that it really breaks my heart really to like see the way heterosexual men are turning out to be such wimps. They are, and I hate to say it. And that's why you love me. Thank you. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna do a video. I'm not sure. But I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining me. It's been awesome. Hope you people who wear makeup learned something. So I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye, YouTube.